My special guest this afternoon is Joel Richardson, biblical scholar, Mideast expert, and you can see him, check him out at joelstrumpet.com, joelstrumpet.com, and he is a New York Times bestselling author, and his latest book, When a Jew Rules the World, is absolutely excellent. All the stuff he produces is tremendous, but he also is the producer of a movie. Joel, tell the folks about this movie, End Times Eyewitness. It's absolutely amazing. It's stunning. I watched it 3 times, immediately got it into the hands of other people, and they have had the same reaction. Tell us about it. You actually went to the Middle East and did a lot of ministry there and got this footage, and we've got about 3 or 4 minutes before the bottom of the hour, so I'm going to hush and let you talk about it.
Well, my idea was that, you have a lot of different folks out there that teach on the issue of the end times. I wanted to actually go to the Middle East and sit down with leaders, not just Christian leaders, but actually Muslim leaders, Jewish leaders, and interview them to get it from the horse's mouth, to really get into the heart of the unfolding Arab Spring, really take people there so they can see it. And in fact, we did. We got caught in the middle of really probably the most violent culmination of the riots that were sweeping Turkey a year or so ago, and we got tear gassed, and it was. And
some of that's on on film in the movie.
Yeah, and we made it out. We made it out alive. But we sat down with all sorts of leaders, and then this is a film which deals with what's unfolding in the Middle East as it relates to the end times. And I'll just mention, we've actually got part 2 will be coming out later this fall.
Oh, wow.
And this is where we're saying, what should we be doing about it? What should the church be doing about the fact that we're in the last days? And I am really excited about this one.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see that. And folks, listen, stay tuned for this whole 2 hours. When Joel and I speak of the last days, please don't freak out. Those that belong to the Lord and know the Word thoroughly, you understand what we're saying. For those that are newer to the Word or may not even be a believer at all, when we speak of the last days, we're not claiming the sky's falling. We're not setting dates and times. Joel doesn't do that. I don't either. We're just examining the Scriptures and the prophecies, comparing them to the geopolitical events in context from Genesis to Revelation, and we're saying, look, we're living in prophetic times, and the biblical understanding of last days is the last days of man's wicked rule and reign, and the beginning of the rule and reign of Jesus Christ upon the face of the earth. And Joel's going to talk more about that on the other side of the break as we talk about when a Jew rules the world. Joel, I can't wait for that, and I can't wait to get the second edition of your movie. We've got about 30, 40 seconds, so whatever you want to say, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's not the end of the world. It's the end of things like human trafficking and little girls kept in cages and corrupt politicians and sickness and all of these things. It's the beginning of the way the world should be. And so that's a very important point to make.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, absolutely, it is. But it's okay, that you and I use the words last days or the end of days or end times because, those are biblical terms, and that means as we just said, I'm going to repeat myself here, at the risk of being redundant, I'll repeat myself. End times means the end of man's wicked times. The last days means the last days of man's wicked rule and reign, and it means the beginning of the righteous rule and reign of Jesus Christ. No more crying, no more pain, no more tears, no more death, no more wars, no more disease, corruption, burning in the cages and heads being cut off, etc.